Hello, I'm Aimee DeRoehn of Road Home Empower Yoga. We have another show for you, and these really are for you. This is an opportunity for you to check in with yourself. You think about it, man. How many times have you always asked everyone around you how they're doing? And what yoga's taught me is that if you check in with you, first and foremost at the start of the day, about how you're doing, and getting some of your needs met and giving yourself that great attention, undivided attention, in a half-hour class with me, it'll make for a totally different destiny for your day. I want to start really quickly by going over breathing. The poses by themselves are going to give you some benefit, but not the full Monty of what I want you to receive. In the breathing, it's so important that you really connect to this. So what we're going to do, and there's a way I teach this, and so I'll teach this to you. Take the first two fingers of your right, or if you're left-handed, your left hand. I'm right. So you bring them to the base of your throat. And when you take a breath in, your belly will expand out. And when you are taking that breath in, you're taking it from the base of the throat, okay? So go ahead and inhale. Now when you exhale, hand in front of your face, fog up your hand. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you're exhaling from the base of the throat. Honestly, when we get into the practice, it's in and out through the nose. But this is a pretty small opening. So when I start teaching from the base of the throat, the base of anything is always more powerful. And you're going to sound more powerful. There's going to be a richness and a fullness to your breathing that perhaps you won't be able to access, easily the other way. So in and out through the nose, inhaling, belly expands out. To really expand it, to give yourself space in your own body to receive that big breath in. And then empty the breath out. The belly will pull in. And if you're really struggling with this, it's really okay for you to breathe out through your mouth. Just to kind of feel like, oh, I'm getting rid of some of the stuff that's kind of stuck or feels, trapped. Inhale, base of the throat breathing. Exhaling from the base of the throat, fog up the hand. Inhale. Empty. In breath. Out with it. Try that from the base of the throat. Resting your tongue behind your two front teeth on the roof of your mouth. Huge help. Inhale from here. What you want to do is you want to make sure to get your exhale entirely out. I like to look at it like drawing a chalk line on pavement. Stretch that exhale and stretch that chalk line as long as possible. See, when it only comes in short spurts, short breath in, longer exhale, but not much, and then a quick, this is always tripping up our nervous system. It's tripping up our ability to think clearly and think calmly. It creates a lot of congestion, mentally, emotionally, the whole bit. It just throws us off. So what I want you to focus on today is exhaling to the very, very, very last drop. Then you'll start to recognize, wow, I really can get a bigger breath in without so much work. And when you were a baby and I was a baby, our bellies and chest on the inhale would rise, and on the exhale everything would fall. And when we are disconnected from our breathing, it'll disconnect us from our feeling, from our body. We'll be more in our head. There is so much to this. But what I want you to get is the inhale, everything expands to make room for the breath to come in. And the exhale presses the breath out, and the body kind of comes back and falls back into place, okay? Just like when you were a baby. And it doesn't matter how long we've been doing something the opposite of our natural way and the right way. It just matters that you get awake to it and get some instruction, and let's get you back there, okay? So let's take advantage of the time that we have, the rest of the time we have. Bring yourself into ragdoll. You come to the front edge of your mat. Your feet are open, hip width apart. And you're going to take opposite hand to opposite elbow. Lift your gaze and look up. Inhale. And exhale will fold you. On the inhale, your upper body lifts. On the exhale, everything falls. Sway side to side. Let your head drop. Land your eyes right behind you on one place. It'll quiet your mind and soothe your nervous system. It'll bring you focus more from inside yourself. Let everything drop. Really good. Go ahead, bring your feet back together. Lift halfway up, palms will press into the shins. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms to the heart. On an in-breath, my body's open. And on the exhale, my body folds in, it closes. On an inhale, halfway lift. On an exhale, fold. Step yourself back with me to downward dog. Your hands shoulder width apart. Spread the palms, spread your fingers. And press your fingers down into the floor. Emphasis on the pinky finger staying light, okay? And you're going to bend your elbows slightly out to the sides and then spin your upper biceps away. So you kind of bend the elbows and roll the inner upper biceps out. Press your hips way back. Breathe in. Empty the breath. When that air is out, look forward. Hug your belly in tight. You bend the knees and you just hop. And it doesn't matter how far you go. It's all progression. Trust me. Halfway lift. Inhale. Shoulders back. Belly in. Empty the breath, folding, head dropping away from your tailbone. Inhale, rise up. And while you're rising, this is all great, but foundation first. Really press your feet into the ground. Squeeze your thighs. You have a lot of power. Plug it in. Inhale. And you start, through the practice, you start standing stronger and taller on your own legs and feet. Exhale, fold. Halfway up. Move back to high push-up. Press straight back through your heels and lift your thighs. And then rocking the shoulders right over the wrists. And if this is too intense, bring your knees down, feet on the floor. But you want to tilt this tailbone down Not sticking up into the ceiling. Tilt it towards your feet. Then your belly pulls in. Chest is lifted. Take a deep breath in. Rocking the body weight forward. Breathe out. Low push-up. Upward dog. Palms are pressing. Your shoulders are like curtains. Open your curtains. It's springtime. Tops of the feet press down onto the floor and press your heart forward. And downward dog. You curl your toes under. You push your hips up and way back. Let your head drop. At the base of the throat, take the breath in. Exhale it. When that breath is out, let one more come in. Push your hips as far back as you can through the out-breath. With the out-breath. Bend the knees. Hop. Halfway up. Fold. Rise high. Ground your feet. Squeeze your thighs. Low, folding. Halfway. Move back. If legs are straight in high plank, push through your heels and squeeze up your thighs. Don't let them drop. It'll collapse the spine. The whole foundation will start to fall apart. Press through the heels. Squeeze your thighs. Look forward. Low plank. Out breath. Inhale. Upward facing. Empty the breath. Downward facing dog. Breathing in. Let the breath leave. When you want to feel lighter inside and everything outside of you in life doesn't feel perhaps so heavy or so in your face, it's through the exhales. Exhales, you start to clear something. Clear your mind, settle your emotions. See, when the breath is coming in easy, ease to the mind and therefore the body. Ease to the body, ease to the mind. There is no separation. Breath in. Be free. Look forward. Hop. Halfway up. Fold. Reach up. Now, bend your knees and let's find chair pose. So you want to bend your knees and you want to lift up your toes. Bring a little more of the weight back into your heels. From there, press your shins toward your calves. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze them together like they're just one huge solid leg. More of the tailbone tilting down as opposed to sticking out, your butt sticking out, crunches your low back, okay? So even if you have to straighten your legs, that's okay. A little bit, straighten them a little bit, tilt the tailbone, sit down. Breathe. If you rush the breath or clench your breath tight, you stay in panic mode. You stay in survival. And we don't change in survival, and we don't feel better in survival. Survival's for when it's necessary, not excessive. A lot of us have been living in survival mode as a norm. Stretch up. Nice work. Fold. Halfway lift. Move into high push-up. Low. Up dog. Breathe in. Downward dog. Empty. Right foot forward. Press your back foot down. I want you to take your right hip with your right thumb and peel it back. I want you to squeeze your standing back leg. Come up. You're going to straighten the leg a little bit. Tilt the tailbone again. You're going to feel a pull. Like it's not funny either in your left hip flexor. You want to open up into that space. If we don't open up some of the tight places, then they'll never know what relief is, you know? So you have your breath to help open your body up, not just the pose. Take your arms up, land your eyes on one place, okay? And breathe in. Bend your front knee over the ankle, press it open toward the baby toe side. Stretch up and into warrior two. Front knee over the ankle. Your front foot, plug it down into the floor. The outer edge of your back foot, you kind of line up the front heel with the back arch. Lengthen the arms. Eyes over your right middle finger. Whenever you feel like I can't breathe, just exhale all that you have. And then the in-breath says, oh great, there's nothing in the way, this is great. See, when our exhale is in the way, because we didn't let it go, it creates this internal clutter. Reverse. Reverse a time in your life when everything just felt like, oh, there's just too much in the way. A time in your life when you were the one in your own way. Extended side angle. Take your right elbow to your right thigh. And don't sit in your shoulder, okay? I want you to pull up and out of it. Then I want you to peel your chest open. Left arm to the sky. I want to see the left arm up top. I want to see it engaged. I want to see it alive, okay? You're alive. Half breathing, half living. Open your body up. Look up. Have your forehead higher than your chin. So your chin tilts down slowly, slightly. You're here and you're going to breathe. Take the upper arm. Hook it around your back. Take your hands to the floor. Toe heel your front foot over a little bit to the side edge of your mat. Take your back foot, your back heel will be lifted. Squeeze your back leg, left hand, block if you have it, under the left shoulder. Joint stacked, wrist, elbow, shoulder. Open it up. Release. Set the block aside. Down dog. Press your hips way back. Go ahead, step your left foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale to stand into warrior one. Exhale into warrior two. Back leg is squeezing strong. You have the strength. I know you do. Knee over the ankle. Press the knee open. Through this practice, you can discover yourself through these poses. You really haven't, acquainted with. You haven't known. A you that's always been within you. Stretch the arms. Flip the palm. Reverse. Sit a little bit lower. Drop your hips down as you breathe out. Breathe in. And extended side. Stretch the upper arm as far away from your back heel. It's going to feel awesome to get that kind of stretch. So take the outer edge, the outer edge of your back foot, push it toward the outer edge of your mat, the back edge of your mat. Lengthen your upper arm as far away from your heel, back heel, and your hip. Take your upper arm to the sky. Exhale it behind your back. Go back to the base of the throat, breathing with me. Breathe it out. Peeling open while you exhale. Bring your hands down. Walk that left foot over to the side edge of your mat. Turn your back foot so the back toes all face forward. Squeeze the back heel down a little bit, but not so it's flat. Take the block. Set yourself up. open wide. Open your mouth, stick your tongue down to your chin as you exhale. Inhale. As you breathe in, you'll stretch your chest towards your chin. And when you exhale, you'll open it all up. You'll come back. You'll press back to downward dog. Then you're just going to walk forward, halfway up. Fold. Wrap the arms around your calves if it's possible. Drop your head. And then pull your chest up as you breathe in. Up and out, away from the floor. And exhale, slowly fold. Let your head melt. Shoulders away from your ears. All the way to stand. Hands to the heart. Go ahead and taking your, let's take King Dancer, okay? So left arm's going up. Think of your most incredible best friend, your partner, your hero in your life. And think that your right arm is ushering them dramatically, excitedly into the room. Reach back, catch your inside of your right foot. Set your eyes, bring your knees in a little closer together. Hug in your belly. Kick your leg back. Notice the chest stays lifted and the arm is reaching. And you release that. The right arm goes up. Think of somebody else you just adore. Usher them in. The practice is about opening up the body so that we can align with a loving universe that wants to usher in so many great things for you and for me. Let's align back with that. Hands to the heart. Good. I want you to cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Your right foot is flexed. If it's possible, fold forward. Sit your butt way back. Really keep your right foot flexed. And if you like, you can hook your right toes right around your upper right left arm. Sit your butt a little lower. Remember before I said you got to breathe into those tight spaces? This is your chance. Don't miss out. I'm right in this with you. I'm in the thick of it with you. So you're not alone. It's you and me. You and me, kid. Go ahead. Release. Come on up. Take that left leg. Cross it. And again, you can hook the toes around the upper arm. But push through the ball of that right foot or left foot. Sit your fanny down. Drop in. You're not going to die. If you aren't breathing, though, you could feel like, I'm dying. Right? Because as soon as we feel any discomfort, we want out of there. And the practice of yoga said, stay. You need this. Stay here just another moment. It's going to make you have more mobility in freedom in your body. Spring in your step the rest of the day. Uncross. Bring your hands to the floor. Bring yourself onto your hands and knees. Open your chest up with cat pose. Inhale. Stretch your chest as far away from your butt. Exhale. You're going to round. Your tailbone lengthens down. Your belly pulls tight. Your chin presses strongly toward your chest. And you push your upper back. Round it into the ceiling. Really good. Go ahead and make your way out onto your back. Bridge. You set it up for bridge. So, you lift your hips up an inch or so. You curl your low back towards the backs of your knees. You push your feet into the floor. Feet are hip width apart. And you just thrust your thighs and hips up into the ceiling. Interlace your fingers underneath you. Hug your shoulders down. Okay? So then press your arms down. Squeeze your knuckles toward your heels. Press your rib cage towards your chin. Where's your breathing? Exhale, come down. Bring the knees together. Feet wide. Breathe in. Your belly will rise. Breathe it out. Everything falls. Let's take knees into the chest. And then we'll take dead bug, catching the outside edges of the feet or the legs if your groin is too tight. You got to work with your body and what's up with it in this moment. Not where you want to be, not where you used to be, right here, right now. As you breathe out, you'll gently peel the legs toward the floor. Breathe in, you'll release a little bit. Breathe out, and you'll press them down. Tailbone is lengthened toward that front edge of your mat. Chin tucks into your chest. Shoulders press into the floor. And then it's happy baby. Good. Take your legs into a straddle. Hands by palms together, right between your legs. And you're just going to pulse up and back. Suck your belly into your back. Squeeze your thighs. Push out through your feet. Stay with me. Keep going. Lift up a little higher with the shoulders. If you want to learn how much more you can do, how capable you are, take just 10 more. You'll feel a little burning, but how are you going to ever get to some version of yourself you haven't known, something you can be in awe of, without going into that a little more? See what's in there. Bring your knees together. Squeeze. Open your arms out into a T, palms face up. Keep your legs together and take your knees over to the right. Heels are lifted. Breathe in. Exhale. Come back. Hug tight. Legs up. Rock up. Reach up. Take a fold. Let your exhale completely release. Come back into your Shavasana. Beautiful work. The palms will be open because you did all this great work to open your body up. So stay aligned with being open so the universe can usher in so many great things. You deserve them. Namaste.